Uh, in Dahurst, there's a portal from the King's Castle that goes directly to the White Circle, and there's also an underground passageway that sometimes they use in the White Circle. There's also one secret passageway that only the White Circle knows about, but they have never disclosed. The passageway that she does know about goes from the mountains, and then it goes underneath the tower. Leaders, I'll give you like overnight
Yeah.
because I have to make a bunch of names. But the town itself, it has a small council. Dahurst, I mean, it has a small council, and there are people that are derived to different things. They have a defense counselor. They have someone that deals in trade and gold. They have another one that deals with the White Circle directly. A person that deals with intelligence on other continents, that kind of stuff. And these men lead the country. Any other questions?
Size and strength of their military.
So the main strength of the kingdom itself comes from the White Circle, but they have a very, very big. They have a moderately big navy that they have near Dahurst, and they also have a lot of horse riders.
Isn't Dahurst in like the middle of the continent near no water?
It's right beside the major river.
Yeah, it's got a gigantic river on it.
Oh, okay.
A lot of their military is actually spread out to the south near the White Circle in the forts, and then the other portion of the military is near Dahurst itself. And then they rely on smaller guards in the other towns, as the kingdom doesn't really care if
When
there are like problems with thievery or anything like that. They don't enforce too heavy outside of their main areas.
I she give us like specific rooms on where the portals are, or like specific areas on where the portals go and like lead through and whatnot?
If you question her about it, she will.
If not, that's what I was going to do.
Um, she says that the portal is in a chamber in the king's castle, and it leads to the very bottom of the White Circle.
Okay. Are there any secret passages into the castle itself?
Um, there is if you go up the river, there is a way to swim underneath the actual town. And when she was young and with her brother, they used to play around the castle, and they found a secret entrance that was actually from the religious district, and it came underneath one of the main cathedrals in the town, and it went directly into the castle. But when they were going through it, it was filled with cobwebs and was almost never used. And the cathedral was also linked with the outside of the castle walls.
Okay.
All right, this is good. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's keep coming with some ideas.
Okay.
Ask her. This is really important.
What's the king's plans for the region?
What do you mean, plans for the region? He wants to destroy. Well, he wanted to destroy the Freyans. I believe that he allied with them, but ultimately was going to betray them, and he wants to take care of the elves. He's very tired of having to share the continent with them. He wants to cut down the great forest, and he wants to sell the lumber off to other nations, and he wants to settle that area for the humans themselves, as they have a very important place of power.
I ask what of the dwarves?
The dwarves, while they are independent and believe that they are independent, they rely on the humans for food. Nothing grows in that wasteland. After the elves are gone, he most likely wanted to starve out the dwarves and turn on them. The war on the Freyans is simply a side attraction. He doesn't actually care what happens to them, win or lose.
We
What
just got a new
allies
main enemy
does the kingdom have other than the White Circle?
and the Freyans.
Oh, well, the primary allies that they have are from Vinand, the southern reaches of the continent. There are other races that would come to our call if a war should start out. And we have a couple other connections with Lindorath on the eastern side. She says that the Blood Orcs, those tribes are allied. The First Fae, as they like to call themselves, are allied with them. She said that she heard something about Deep Elves before as well, but she has no idea what they are. You're muted.
And now these spies on the ship. Who are they? Where are they?
She thinks for a moment. Well, I don't know all of them, but all the spies on the ship. The men must have been trained by the nobles. My father wouldn't trust anyone else with it. So if you managed to remove their shirts, they would have a brand right here, and she motions to herself, of the symbol of Indanel.
All right. So, if we unsure everybody in this crew, and nobody has that brand, you realize you're gonna be in a pretty tough position, don't you?
She nods, but I've given you a lot of information on the other things.
This information was for us, but it was not for the captain. This part of the information is for the captain.
Yes.
The captain has left you in charge of me, not. I don't.
And now I'm going to go speak with him. And when we are done here, is there anything else we can ask her right now?
I'm thinking we could take out the, like, I don't say this in front of her, like, out of game. Just from what I've gathered, I think we can take the kingdom out with, like, a small group of people.
Good point, Mitchell. Good point.
You say this in front of her?
No, I said out of game.
No, he did say out of game.
I did say out of game.
He's jumping ahead of time, like he likes to.
No, I'm just planning for the future.
Also, out of game, I'd like the last word in this scenario.
Yeah, dude, take it. I'm about to leave to go talk to the captain. So.
Okay.
As soon as Arctor starts to leave, I would demon claw, not like scratch the table, but just drag it across the table and say, "Too bad you didn't fight," and then walk out.
Too bad you didn't what?
Fight.
I didn't fight. Like, fight to not give up information, or give false information.
Or fight for your kingdom and die in battle.
Yeah. Anything that can be construed from that.
Okay. She kind of gets up and she says, "Wait, so what happens? Are you letting me go at the island?"
We'll talk when we get there. But things are looking good for you.
And my living arrangements.
We'll put you on some lighter duty.
She sits back down. Kind of nods.
Alright.
Okay. I walk up and I put my hand on her shoulder. and I would like to cast Prestidigitation. You know, the thing where I can perform minor tricks of true magic.
Yeah.
I'd like to clean her, like clean her clothes and everything. You know, because I can do that apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do I roll or?
Yeah, roll your spellcast.
Okay. Just roll.
Oh no.
11. It
I was
works.
hoping he got a 6 and just more dirt out of nowhere just got added.
Just fucking dirt comes out. I go. Rothcliffe goes. You help us, we help you. I believe that every person can redeem themselves for the mistakes that they've made, and redemption is something I truly believe in. You've made some horrible mistakes and some terrible decisions. If we do let you go at the island, live in exile. Beg for forgiveness with every action you take. And never forget the horrible things you've done. But always think about doing the right thing from now on.
She kind of like looks at you with her eyes widen as you use the spell, and she nods as you're saying this, and she bows her head and thanks you.
Dude,
Dude, he's already got the longsword for it.
Harar,
Yeah.
Harar
No,
still has
you-
a bond with him. I will make him strong like me. That,
Shit, dude,
if he
we're gonna
becomes
train
Azure
you.
Paladin.
you know, no. You know where that came from?
Hmm.
I was thinking about this the whole time, right? Like, oh my god, she fucked up, but now she's exiled, she's fucked, she's got nothing, she's lost everything. And then I thought about it and went, the backstory I did create was Rothcliffe fucked up horribly, made a
Yeah.
horrible decision, got a bunch of people killed, but tried to find redemption in it in some way. So it's like, oh shit, I'm seeing myself here.
Holy shit.
Boom.
I'm so happy we saw some role playing out of you.
Yeah. Fuck, I got this.
Yeah, as you were saying this, as you were like the first person that was showing your kindness over the last like couple of days, you do see her like her eyes tear up a little bit, and she bows her head and thanks you, and you walk out after them, I guess, after this, right?
Yeah.
What do you do? Okay, and you kind of leave her behind, and she gets up a little bit later and leaves as well to go back to whatever duties she was doing before. You go to the captain, you knock on the door, he asks you to enter, or he says enter, and he looks up at you. Arctur, Titus,
Yes.
Rothcliffe, what may I do for you?
I have an answer for you, but I have a request as well. Which would you like to hear first?
Give me the answer first.
The answer is yes. I
He
will-
smiles and says, and he stretches his hand. That is great to hear.
I
What is the request?
shake his hand. No, nod. Well, now that we've come to this agreement, you must realize that my enemies are your enemies. So, we've gotten some information from our little stowaway that likely the people to be spies upon the ship, whose interests lie not in ours, will have a brand upon their shoulder. So, I suggest that perhaps tomorrow at midday we round up the crew and check them.
He thinks it over and says, very well. I will do this for you.
I nod. Thank you.
When you do this, I would like that me and Mitchell be present.
Yes,
Of
we can
course.
use the brand itself does not damn them, but we can provide means of discerning the truth from them.
Also, if there are any shenanigans afoot hiding the mark,
Yes.
we will
That as
be able
well.
to ascertain this information.
Getting shit done, guys. We're playing this smart.
Boom!
Titus
Tag
is
team
just
with
on guard
Artur.
duty. He went straight back to instinctual just guard duty, following Artur around, just like
He's like,
being intimidating.
Are you actually not